Round 6 of the Amsoil Grand National Cross Country Series hosted an epic duel between Charlie Mullins, Caleb Russell, and Thad Duvall. Mullins rolled to his 4th victory of the year and now goes to home turf in Ohio. But Russell and Duvall claim this is a home track too. It's Racer TV on the NBC Sports Network. Today, the Wiseco John Penton round of the Amsoil Grand National Cross Country Series women's race out there right now. There's the 4-1-1 of Maria Forsberg, your defending class champion. And then we'll clear the decks of the amateur riders and move into the pro ranks for our 3-hour afternoon race. A lot of local talent here. Caleb Russell, second in the series points. He's from the Ohio area. Same thing with the series points leader, the 112, Charlie Mullins. And Thad Duvall here, a West Virginia native, only lives about a half hour from this track just over the Ohio River. All three of those riders very comfortable at our last round in Indiana. It was Jordan Ashburn in the lead earlier, the number 9. He goes down. Mullins takes the lead from him. And then Russell would get around Mullins, take the lead at mid-race. And they'd have company as Duvall would close in from the number 3 position, and they went at it. They exchanged the lead, several passes. Here's Russell getting in front of Mullins. Mullins getting it back. And Mullins would crash, knock his helmet visor off. Russell would have an even bigger crash, though, and drop to 3rd. And Mullins to get away, and then Russell overhauls Duvall in the last lap to take over the number 2 spot. But the KTM boys are still rolling. Hey, there's Adam McGill, one of our ATV riders, hanging out with the bike guys here on a Sunday afternoon. There's Mullins, everyone gunning for him, including Russell, who desperately needs a win today. Same for him. Paul Whibley, your defending series champ. Been a great season for the number 10 of Chris Fox so far this year. Count in riders like Josh Strang, Rory Mead, Penton, Quintita. We've got a lot of talent on the line, and they'll race for 3 hours in the woods of Southern Ohio. I'm Jason Wygant here to give you the call. Let's go racing. And no surprise, Paul Whibley is just lightning off the line every week, and the New Zealand native has your whole shot and some money from All Balls Racing. A rare good start from Mullins, who is 2nd, and Roy Mead on the number 3 is 3rd. Bumping and grinding, you got Russell on the 557, the number 9 of Ashburn swapping it. Then it's Duvall on the red machine and the green bike of Josh Strang. All fighting for position, because when you get into the woods, passing going to be a little tougher. Nice line on the inside by Strang and Duvall to make some passes. It is amazing in these tight woods how much action you're going to see, especially when we get down to rough terrain like this. You see Whibley splashing through the mud. Now it is Mead behind him, so the New Zealanders are going 1-2. Russell is up to 3rd ahead of Mullins, so Mullins had a good start. Awesome ground, and then it's Strang, Duvall, Ashburn, and Bach. We have to go back to the starting line for the XC2 class. This is 250cc bikes, where the majority of the riders are on 450s in the XC1 division, and these are young kids. It's like one of the Yamaha riders is going to have it. No! Down the inside, Lane Michael, number 23, and here comes the pack. I'm telling you, this class, these are young riders, they are aggressive, and it's Ryan Eccles on the 129 Yamaha just running into Michael. Michael takes a look over his shoulder, and they all yield the lead to Sammy Evans on the number 27. And Evans wisely covers that inside line. Look at this battle. This is what XC2 is all about. Young guys, small bikes. They are aggressive. Nick Davis on the 45 got hung up, knocked another rider down. Doesn't even care. We go back to our XC1 class. Look at how clean the front of the body and bike of Paul Whibley are. Look at how muddy everyone else is. Mead and Duvall, they have been eating his roost in the early stages of this Wiseco John Penton GNCC, running through the water bar here. Now this is not an open creek, by the way. These are just sections that get muddy. You see the rain and water just washes down from the hillsides, and that's what creates the mud. They try not to run through open waterways here. And from the mud, we go to the hill climb. Everyone's scrambling to find the best route to the top. Look at Russell all the way to the left trying to make things happen. Mullins all the way on the right. Mead challenging Whibley. Here comes the battle. And this is the way it has gone this year for Wibbs. He has gotten the starts, but he has struggled mightily this season. He's had a variety of injuries and ailments, not able to run the pace like he did in Brunswick Championship last year. So where last season he was getting a lot of these hole shots and going on to win the races, this year he has had some challengers, and it looks like Russell has now made the move. Now we've got a rocky waterway section to deal with. See this one just cut out in the hillside as well. And look at Josh Strang all the way to the outside on the Rocky Mountain ATV MC Kawasaki, running the tightrope and trying to make some passes. Now onto the motocross track. Event hosted at Sunday Creek MX, just outside of Athens, Ohio. And we'll get a little more motocross action a little bit later in the lap. Duval now starting to stir. They've gotten around Whibley. The fast guns are headed to the front. Stay with us.
Any engine. Any season. At home. At the track. Or on the trail. Amsoil, the first in synthetics.
Racer TD is brought to you by Amsoil, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Can-Am. We've got some great racing brewing here. Jason Wygant giving to the call. It is the Weisco John Penton GNCC, just outside of Athens, Ohio. Two Ohio natives are up front. Caleb Russell, Charlie Mullins, and then it's Thad Duval in third. Duval is a West Virginia boy, but he doesn't hail from too far from here either, just over the river. And these three have established themselves the last couple of weeks as the fastest three in the series. And the only three riders to have won races this year. Right into the famous mulch pile here at Sunday Creek Motocross. Bogs the bikes down. There's Paul Whibley and Josh Strang in a battle trying to get to those three riders in front of them. Strang is in a hurry. Look at this, making moves on Whibley. And now next in line we have Ashburn on your left. Chris Bach on the right almost goes off the track, almost goes down. Now the lines cross over again. They're still side by side battling it out. Bach around the outside, trying to make it work. Ashburn not going to let it happen, and Bach finally closes the door. It's your Rocky Mountain ATV MC replay. We'll show you it from another angle. This is Ashburn on the outside. This is the established line. But all the way on the left is Bach, who almost throws it away. Somehow was able to hold on to that thing. That should put Bach in sixth. There's your leader, Russell, on the FMF KTM. His teammate Mullins right behind him in second. And you got Thad Duval on the Shenandoah Honda USWE Sportsback machine. And then Strang in the Rocky Mountain ATV MC Amsoil Maxxis Kawasaki. Trying to close that gap to fourth. Then we go to the XC2 class again. This is Grant Baylor in the lead. The kid got his first ever XC2 win at our last event in Indiana. Jason Thomas, your defending XC2 champ, right behind him. So you got one of the young guns and one of the veterans in another battle. And these XC2 races never disappoint. It's like the XC1 fight is heating up. Mullins and Duval not too far in the distance from Russell. In fact, I think Duval might be the fastest of this group, or is it actually Strang? Strang has got different lines on this track, I'll give him that. I don't know if they're working for him. If he can get to those guys, he'll be able to make passes because he is in a completely different part of the track than them most of the way around. Into the mud we go again, and they're working their way uphill. In this section, it just keeps winding its way further and further up. And anytime you're in the valleys, you're down in the mud. So this track, not making it easy on anyone. How about Strang? Whibley in tow. KTM riders Russell and Mullins have been dominant so far this year, but today, Duval, Strang, Whibley, they are racing. They do not want to see another KTM 1-2 finish. Duval right there. And they've all got people cheering for them down in the woods. Remember, it's a home race for everyone. Oh, Russell, if he loses momentum, he's toast on this hill, trying to keep it going. Mullins taking the long way around the outside, and I think it's going to give him the lead. No. They emerge from that hill section, and it is still Russell in the number 1 spot. No change in the order with Duval still third. And here's Strang. He knows he has to go. He's so close to being in that battle. If he could see those 3, it'd make his life a lot easier, so he's just trying to bridge that gap. Now we go into the pits. And both KTM rod. What happened there? Caleb Russell looked like he was going to pull in. He didn't. And then his teammate Mullins did. Did he fake him out? Either way, Duval's up to second.
Sometimes you come across something so different, you just have to stop and check it out. The Rocky Mountain ATV MC website has everything you need, from our huge selection of apparel and gear to dirt bike accessories and OEM parts. Our extensive inventory means most orders arrive in 3 days or less. Get low prices, quick shipping, and incredible customer service. RockyMountainATVMC.com. Get ready.
Racer TV is brought to you by Amsoil, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Can-Am. Amsoil Grand National Cross Country action is for everyone. We have ATVs, including the utility boys out here. Of course, sport and racing ATVs. We have the side-by-side UTV series as well. So come join us September 7th to 8th in New Berlin, New York at the legendary Unadilla. That'll be our next event after summer break. Go to GNCCRacing.com for more info. Right now we're racing in Ohio, and it is still a battle. Caleb Russell in the lead. I think he fake pitted and forced his teammate Mullins in. Mullins, I think, needed goggles anyway. With all that confusion that Russell created, he has now given himself a much larger lead, and Mullins here has to try to run him down. Looks like Whibley is back up to the number 3 position, so persistence paying off, as both Duval and Strang have had their problems. Don't count out Strang, though. He's still in the hunt. As for Duval, we're hearing a possible mechanical problem with the bike. Not sure if he's going to be able to get back in the fight here. It's a disappointment for him. Go back to our leader, Russell, into the mulch pile. Now having to deal with some lap traffic. We do have amateur riders in the expert and intermediate classes out here, along with the pros. And as these races get longer, the fitness of the pro riders means that we really close in on the lap riders at a rapid rate. It's kind of hard to judge. There's Russell down in the mud now. Hasn't had any problems with the slower riders yet. That's his mom actually on the side of the track pointing out the lines. We'll see if she does the same for Mullins here, who is a teammate, but yes, of course, someone he's battling for in the championship, and nope. Mom just hangs out on the side of the track. And a kind of Yamaha shirt actually giving Russell some directions and a good line to take. Usually everyone here at GNCC is just helping all the riders out. And they do help Mullins as well. And that's just part of the course. You get to these muddy sections, they just want to help these boys get through. And see what they do with Whibley now is coming through. I guess the hand gestures were a little bit different for Whibley. Whibley putting in a good run here. Has been on the podium all season long. So this would be big for him, and he'll have to deal with Strang if he wants to get there. Now we're into that motocross track we talked about, Sunday Creek. They've hosted a lot of the Loretta-Leyden area regional qualifiers here. It's a pretty good track. Russell now has marched away from Mullins and everyone else and is closing in on the white flag. So one more 11-mile lap to go. And he might take his second win of the year, and he needs it. He's 19 points behind Mullins in the series standings. He can make up 5 points today with a victory. This is just what the doctor ordered for KR. Can he hang on the last lap? It's really come down to the stakes and who makes the bigger one this year between the 2 KTM teammates. So if you're Mullins in second, you still got a hope that tripling against this uphill section. He's he's got to hope that another big mistake leads to Russell's undoing. That's what it's going to take to get back in it. Whibley still third and Strang in fourth, not letting him off the hook. Reminds me of the old days, these were Suzuki teammates. Used to call Whibley the Badger, because once he had you late in the race, he would not let you go, which is so annoying to have him back there. Now it's role reversal. It is Strang trying to get Whibley. Strang learned a lot from his veteran teammate when they raced together. As far as the fitness, the endurance status, what Whibley hangs his hat on. Again, though, the veteran out of New Zealand dealing with some injuries this year just has not quite been at 100%. And Strang hoping to capitalize on that down the stretch. Catch back up with Russell here. Both he and Mullins live in North Carolina now. That's where they make their racing homes. They're both married. That's where their wives live down there. And Mullins actually had a baby boy at the end of last season. So most of the time they're obviously spending with the family down in North Carolina, but they certainly want to win in front of their old fans here in Ohio.
What do you call a machine that combines precision-engineered handling, industry-leading power, and a rider-focused design? We call it a Can-Am. From the essentials to fully loaded, you'll find that same combination in every ATV and side-by-side we build. And right now, get your own for as low as $149 a month. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
Racer TV is brought to you by AMSOIL, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Penton. Going to the pits is Caleb Russell. And what's the problem here? I think it's his drink system or something flopping around in the back. But once again, he doesn't stop. So, bizarre pit strategy for Russell today. He did have one gas stop earlier. But everything else has been a guessing game. It has worked. We're on the last lap. There's second place Charlie Mullins, about 25 seconds behind Russell. And now Whibley has to pit. So he's going to lose a ton of ground here. Pit strategy put him in contention, and there goes Strang, who did not pit. So finally, Strang gets that number 3 spot. He had been stalking Whibley for about an hour, making it pay off. Now Whibley on the Ampo Yamaha will have to go back after him. Whibley is still in shape, there's no doubt about it. He's not going to make it easy on Strang down the stretch. As for Russell, he has taken control of this one. Mullins digging still in second. You saw that right wrist locked down on that straightaway. Makes a little mistake trying to negotiate that mulch pile with lap traffic in front of him. Then we go a little further back. You got that Strang and Whibley battle. You got a nice line on the inside by Strang, a little less drama than what Mullins had to deal with. Whibley's still right behind him, so 2 battles to watch. Certainly you've got Russell and Mullins pushing for the win today. Strang in third, though, that is solid. That'd be a second podium in 3 rounds. Whibley again looking for his first podium of the year. So there is definitely some motivation with these two, and it is close as they go down through the mud and back uphill for the final time today. Back to our leader. Russell is just on another level today, and what's bizarre is he says he actually has been riding less lately during the week. Wanted to see if that would work, and I'll tell you, it certainly has today. Arguably his best race of the year. For win number 2 on the season. Look at Strang on the gas. But Whibley's still right there. No matter what the one guy does, the other is able to match it. Russell down through the mud, climbing out. You can still see the aggression of Mullins as he pounds over these rocks. That's how quickly things can change in this game. Mullins won the last race. He knows how much confidence matters in this sport. He's got to try to beat Russell today. Don't let 557 start believing that he can get things back going in this championship chase. Now the big uphill. Strang and Whibley are still wheel to wheel. This is a great duel. Not so much for the lead because it looks like Russell has emerged in the motocross track. He's got a solid gap. Watch out, don't make mistakes there. He's just taking it easy. Job well done, and the 5.57 of Caleb Russell takes the Weisco John Penton GNCC. Mullins hustling down to the finish line. He is going to have to take second today. And like I said, that's a confidence battle right there between the teammates. Russell's going to feel good about this one. Strang digging deep. He had to work his way up into third. The late pit stop for Whibley allowed him to make the pass. Whibley is still there. That's the Badger for you. But Strang is going to put the Rocky Mountain ATV MC machine up on the podium in third. He wants to be up there with the KTM riders. Big suspension changes, he said today, and obviously they're a step in the right direction. Bach, despite the bad start early in the race, able to get fifth. You saw that battle he had with Ashburn. There's the rest of your top 10 as you look at the AMSOIL results. And then we'll flip it over to the point standings. Mullins now 14 over Russell. Again, Russell makes up 5 each time he can take a win. So there's a long way to go. Round 7 complete, and it's a 13-race series. With all the trouble today, he's just hanging on the third of the box. Let's talk to the winner.
Yeah, it was a tough day. I'm happy to come away with a win. That first hour and a half, hour 40 minutes was it was pretty interesting. We were swapping back and forth. There's 4 of us just going at it, and it was a fun race. But I kind of got into the lead there, and I just kind of made a little gap, then got it a little bigger, and then I just held on to it. But I almost threw it away about the 7-mile marker or so. There's kind of a downhill, and there's a log at the top, and I hit the log, and I ended halfway down the hill. My clutch and my brake lever were straight down, and Charlie caught up. He wasn't really, he could probably see me just barely, but and then right after that, we both got hung up on a hill. I got through it a little quicker, and I pulled that gap back out a little bit, and I was able to just hold on for the win.
And here are your results in XC2. Grant Baylor now has 2 in a row. That's what I said about confidence. And Nick Davis, who was down, remember, early, comes back for second. Zach Nolan in third. By the way, Andrew DeLong, who's leading the points early in the year in that class, out for today with an injury. So that championship's wide open. Here's your AMSOIL race recap. It was a mad dash early. You had Russell, Mullins, Duval, Strang, Whibley, Ashburn, Bach, all in the fight. Then about halfway through, the fake pit allowed Russell a little gap. Here's Strang hanging it out to finally get Whibley for third. In XC2, Grant Baylor now has 2 wins in a row. Spectacular job for the 16-year-old. The man of the hour is Caleb Russell. He's got the win. Congrats to him. For everyone at Racer TV, thanks for watching.